Hi there, good morning. Welcome into Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny, and I am here with your weekly energy oracle update. I did do a pre-shuffle and started pulling cards prior to recording, but I do want to tell you I got a vision last night in my dreams, and I feel like it's for someone specific. I usually get prophetic messages in my dreams, and it's like I float into people's situations, I see them play out, and then I remember them, and usually it's for someone out there. But the message that I got, I was sitting on a party bus. I was like the front seat passenger to this huge bus filled with all these people. Everyone knew each other, and they were all dressed extremely nice. So they were on their way to some event. I'm not quite sure what event, the context of that, but they were on their way somewhere. Maybe it was a birthday, a wedding, I don't know. But I remember sitting there and asking the driver, because he seemed to have known everyone on the bus as well, as if he was a part of the party. I said, "Have you been drinking? Do I need to drive? Because I don't drink." And he says, "I'm not drunk. I only had a few." And the next thing I know, I see all these fire trucks and ambulances. Like there's so many, it seemed like it was something major had happened. And next thing you know, I see out onto the roadway, like police and firefighters laying out all these people's bodies, one next to the other. They're lined up down the road. And it was just made me realize that all them people on the bus must have got into some kind of accident. So the message is for someone specific, I believe, out there. If you are going on a party bus soon with a group of people for whatever reason, wedding, party, birthday party, just make sure that you ask your questions and make sure that the person that's driving the bus is licensed to drive a party bus and is not drinking, and just use precautions when it comes to, say, a friend offering to drive the bus. Like, if you're driving this, you're not drinking. It's a huge red flag if they've had a few and they're like, "I'm going to drive everyone." So just something for someone out there to be aware of. So let's get into the reading. The first card I got out is Puzzled, and followed by Hopeless. Puzzled and Hopeless. And then in reverse, we have Established. I feel like whoever this reading is for, you have been dealing with something recently, like very recently in your life, that you don't have an answer on how to fix it. You're being led to have faith and trust, but you don't feel safe just having faith and trust. It's like you have to try to figure out how to fix this problem yourself. You don't have the answers. You're puzzled. You're racking your brain on how to navigate through this situation and to figure out a solution. And you're like hitting brick walls with everything that you're trying to do to fix this. And you're feeling like this energy of hopeless. You're hopeless. It says loss, depression. I don't really think I can say that word, but you're just in this horrible, horrible mind space right now. You're feeling extremely low. Your energy is extremely low. And I'll tell you right now, with doing this reading and coming into this reading, I feel this energy, and it's like dragging me down, almost like I'm stuck in mud. Like my feet are stuck and I can't move. And it's like you can feel it just pulling you down to the earth. Like, if that's how I'm feeling, you must feel right now. It's like hopeless, but puzzled. It's like you have the will and the ambition to figure this out, but you're not. And it says established in reverse. So You may have been in a place where you were very well established and you had everything figured out and everything was going accordingly to plan. But then something happened where one thing went wrong or went south, and then everything that you had been working on and everything that you had, established, like flipped on you. Like everything is now so uncertain and so unsure. We also have clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways. I don't know if I feel like this card is really for me with this situation talking about people. I feel like this is an energy. This is a go-to energy for you whenever you're in this situation. It's how did I figure things out before when I've been here? And these old ways of how you would handle this situation and what you would do to get yourself out are not working. So it's like you're being forced almost by the hand of the universe to entertain new ideas. And it's extremely uncomfortable for you to have to try a new way, but you have no other choice. All the old ways are not working. You have to go a new path. You have to try something different. The universe is almost stepping in. It's as if whatever happened is divinely led to have happened this way, even though it hurts and it like really shook your world up, and you are feeling this hopelessness and this extreme confusion right now. It's meant to have happened this way in order for you to rewire your thinking and to view things differently and to try something different. That this is for your highest good. As crazy as it sounds, because it doesn't feel very good right now, you're going to look back at this time and you're going to understand down the road why changing your ways, changing maybe your career path, changing your living situation, changing the environment you're in, changing the habits you do, whatever it is, you're going to understand when you end up where you're going to end up that I never would have made it here had I not been forced to change. I never would have changed on my own. I never would have done this to myself because I was very comfortable in my life, in my lifestyle, in the things that I was doing. Everything was perfect. But now I'm here and I'm happier and I'm more abundant and I'm living the life I know I was meant to live. But I only got here because that horrible thing happened. That's like the message I'm getting. I'm getting also, so it says here you're running. So you're in extreme denial right now in how this is playing out. You don't want to change. You don't want to pick a new path. You definitely want to continue to stay in this energy that you've been in. You want to fix this problem the same way you always have. So even though you know deep down, I have to go a new path, I have to make changes here that I'm uncomfortable with, you're in denial and you're coming up with excuses on why I'm not going to take this new path. No, I'm not going to do it this way. I'm going to keep on hitting my head up against a brick wall and trying to do it the old way. But I'm hearing you need to release. You need to submit. You need to allow this new energy and this new path to come in and to lead the way. And you need to have complete trust that this is divinely led, this is divinely planned, this is for your highest good. Even though in the physical 3D, with your eyes and with the way that you feel and with your body and with everything that you see visually, it doesn't make sense. Not yet. Spirit's saying not yet, but have trust that everything is happening accordingly in order to set you up and put you in the place that you need to be for you to be on the path of your highest timeline. Let's pull a couple more. We have resolutions. Forget about the fork in the road. Create your own path. The resolutions are going to come when you submit and you allow yourself to go with the flow and to think outside the box. You're looking at these pathways and these resolutions or solutions to this problem in the old way, right? You're looking at this like fork in the road. Well, I can either do this or I can do that. But Spirit's saying the path that we have set for you isn't this way or that way. It's a completely new path that you've never walked before. Forget about that fork. You're not going to go that way or this way. Those roads are closed to you now. This is the new road. You're going to walk right through that forest where there's no path, and you're going to create one, a brand new one. And while it's scary venturing into that forest because you don't know what's beyond in the bushes and in the trees, no one's ever walked that way before. You've never walked that way before. You don't know what to expect along that path. That's the path they want you to take, the one less traveled. Because that is the path that's going to lead you to your ultimate abundance and happiness. That is where you're going to find your resolutions. But it's not something that you can force. It's something that's just going to happen. It's something that's going to reveal itself to you along the way as you take each step. Every time you step forward into this new direction, new opportunities, new ideas, new inspirations are all going to be revealed to you. Let's do a couple more and then we'll wrap it up. No man's land, turn back. So you may be finding yourself, again, going into the direction of what you typically would do. And they're saying that if you're being that stubborn and you're deciding to stick around in a situation or to problem solve the way you did before and maintain this energy like you had prior, you're just going to keep being stuck in the same place you've always been. You're not going to get any further. The same situation is going to play out like a cycle. It's going to keep happening over and over and over again. Three might be significant. Winning a legal battle. Someone here may be winning a court legal battle, something. If that's you, if that resonates. Sound bath healing may be good for someone out there to participate in, to get themselves even again, balance their chakras, to raise their vibration. Times of abundant growth throughout history. Let's do one more. Spring. So I'm getting that if you stick to this and you actually open yourself up and you actually allow to free flow and to be open to new opportunities and ideas and to have trust, that your abundance and your growth is going to happen this spring, or at least by the end of this spring. But you're being stubborn and you keep fighting it. You're saying, stop fighting the system. Stop fighting the spiritual system. We got you. It's time to heal. And that means getting past yourselves, allowing yourself to accept. Acceptance is key here. It's key to your healing, to accept the situation, understand that there may be nothing you can do about this situation, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the road for you. There's more out there for you than you realize, and there's opportunities waiting for you to accept them. Acceptance. Heal. Move past this. Let's do one more and then we're going to close it out. Trust in divine timing. That's our spirit team talking to us right now. Have to have trust. They don't want you to be in this place of depression, anxiety, fear. When you're in this place of depression, anxiety, and fear, your energy is going to draw in everything that's of depression, anxiety, and fear. You need to get your spirits up, your hopes up. You need to tell yourself, this didn't work out for me, but there's something out there better for me. I know it. I know it. And by doing that, and by being in that mindset and lifting your vibes and being in this energy of opportunity and possibility, is going to draw that stuff to you. It's going to start coming forward on your path every time you take a step in that direction of positivity, trust, acceptance, letting go of what you cannot control, letting go of the past, and stepping into your new future. This may not look like something you've ever expected, but it's going to line with you and your spirit much more than what you had going on before. So that is your message for this week. I hope it helped. I hope someone out there resonated with this and it got to you in the nick of time. So have a good one, guys. Bye.